Cultivation Tales. Will it save this disaster of a game industry we living in at the moment? In this video, you'll find out all about that. First, let's talk about another survival game being pulled off of Steam. And if you stick to the end of this video, I will show you how you can still play this game through Steam. Let's start. Of course, you can choose between PvP and PvE. For me personally, I chose PvP because of my competitive spirit, but just know, if you like to chill and do PvE only, that option is available for you. The first thing you do when you launch up a new game is look at the settings, and even though I'm not going to cover any settings, I just want to play a short snippet of me struggling with the audio settings. Well, as you would expect in a newly released game, it has some bugs, but I found it more funny than annoying. The one thing I like about this game is that it has more of an MMORPG style, but as a survival game. First you gotta play through a tutorial, and graphic wise it doesn't look the best, but it's definitely not bothering to a point where you feel like you're back in the 80s. The UI doesn't look too bad either. It actually looks pretty clean for an early access survival game, because usually it looks like somebody who doesn't clean his house, but in this case, we're already on the positive side on that. Once you're done with the tutorial, you get a short explanation from, I don't know who she is, but she'll explain certain things about the game with broken English. I would say an A for effort though. What is a kingdom?
Kingdom is an independent pocket dimension bounded by the heavens above and the mortal world below.
The character creation is pretty basic, nothing we haven't seen before, but enough to fulfill our personal needs to make us look like we want to. After you're done with the character, you can choose a specialization, I guess. I wouldn't know the exact term if it wasn't in Chinese, but let's go with specialization. You can go for gold, wood, water, fire, and earth, and they all come with different perks that make you unique from one another. Now we're in the world of Tucci, I think it was called. We can finally see what the game is about. Of course, you're gonna start questing. They pop up on the right of your screen, and basically you just follow along and you get introduced to the game's mechanics. The first thing you'll notice is that everything runs pretty smooth, from gathering to building and crafting. As you go through the quest, you will level up pretty quick. And I guess the only unfortunate thing so far is that it's pretty hard to understand the leveling system because it's still in Chinese at the moment. Not a game breaker though. There's also some fun and unique elements to the game, like you can turn into these huge dudes that basically increase your gathering speed for a certain amount of time. After that time is done, they have a cooldown and you can't use them for a while. In the beginning I felt like it made the gathering too easy, but after playing for a while I noticed that there's enough to do and you still lack resources to keep building throughout your quest. Once you get to a certain level and quest, you can go to the technique tab, and basically every weapon has its own abilities. Keep this in mind because I didn't pay attention to it and spent my points in a weapon I didn't really had any intentions to play with. And to reset your points you need an elixir, which I still have to find, but to me that's great because I love a grind, and that rhymes. There's also pretty cool things to customize your playstyle, like glyphs, spells, and artifacts, which I still have to find out what it all means and does exactly, but things like this do really pull me into the game to keep playing. And so far this game definitely gives me that feeling. And there's a cool little feature where you can basically fly on a sword, I guess, and even though this is not something new, it's still cool though. Who doesn't want to fly on a sword, man? Fighting AIs, and mostly the creature AIs, is pretty clunky. I do love the fact that there's tactics to fighting them though. But at the moment it kinda feels like I'm fighting drunk men. But yet again, I give the developers a chance to polish the game throughout its early access because honestly, it doesn't take the fun away out of the game, man. There's also rifts in the game where you basically go through a rift. You fight a couple of waves of mobs, and after that you'll get rewarded with a chest that contains of nice items. Also, I shouldn't forget, the sound effects are horrible though. Sometimes you get these random sword slicing sounds while nobody's attacking you. The deers make noises I have never heard before, and yeah. Let's just say the developers need a chance to fix all these minor problems. But for that, they obviously need a bigger player base. I can't make a whole review of the game because I only have like 3 hours in myself, but I'm pretty sure you have a basic idea of what the game is like, and I'm pretty sure most of you people share the same feeling about gaming in general at the moment. And this is the first game that pulled me out of the dark time where I haven't played games for weeks. My name is Marcus, I cover survival and MMORPG games in the most honest way possible. And if you want to find out more about upcoming games and Cultivation Tales, because my plan is to keep playing, I would really appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button, like the video, and comment down below to let me know what you thought about the video and if you're gonna give the game a chance. But to give it a chance, you want to know how to get it first, right? I paid 11 euros for the game, which really isn't too much since, in my opinion, it has already paid me back with fun. All you have to do is go to kingwin.net, type Cultivation Tales in the search bar, buy the game, copy the key and paste it into your Steam. And there you go. You should be able to download and play the game. I appreciate you guys for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.